Welcome back to Otaku Review, the channel where we dive deep into the world of anime and bring you the most thrilling reviews. Let's get started. In the stillness of a moonlit night, Charlotte Elborn, a beautiful and innocent young woman from a wealthy family, is abducted by Baron Meyer Link, a vampire nobleman known for his enigmatic presence and forbidden allure. Charlotte's disappearance sends shockwaves through her family, particularly her distraught father, John Elborn, who fears the worst for his daughter's life and honor. Desperate and determined, John hires Dee, a renowned dhampir, half-human, half-vampire, and a feared hunter of the night, to rescue Charlotte. The mission comes with a chilling directive: bring her back dead or alive. For Dee, the task is another step on his endless journey between two worlds, balancing his vampire heritage with his human side, all while grappling with his own isolation and the prejudice he faces. Simultaneously, unbeknownst to John, Charlotte's older brother Adam takes matters into his own hands. He contracts the ruthless Marcus brothers, a notorious band of bounty hunters. This group consists of their fearless leader Borgoff, the hulking brute Nolt, who wields a giant hammer with terrifying strength, the agile blade master Kyle, the frail yet immensely powerful psychic Grove, who can only unleash his deadly abilities when he leaves his weakened body in spirit form, and Layla, a lone woman hardened by tragedy and carrying a deep-seated hatred for vampires. Her dark past involves a haunting encounter where a vampire kidnapped her mother, who then returned as a monstrous shell of her former self, leading to her father's death and her own exile. Layla's quest for vengeance drives her, making her an implacable force. With both Dee and the Marcus brothers on the trail, a deadly race begins. However, as they pursue Meyer, both parties uncover a surprising truth. Charlotte was not kidnapped. Instead, she chose to run away with Meyer, driven by an intense and forbidden love that transcends the boundaries of species. For Charlotte, this escape is a defiant act against a world that would never understand their bond. For Meyer, it is a testament to his struggle to retain his honor and emotions, a rarity among his kind. Aware of the relentless pursuit, Meyer hires the Barbarois, a trio of monstrous bodyguards renowned for their inhuman abilities and merciless nature. The Barbarois comprise Caroline, a sadistic shapeshifter who relishes combat; Benjay, a sinister and cunning manipulator of shadows who creates voids that trap his prey in nightmarish dimensions; and Mashira, a fearsome werewolf whose primal instincts and enhanced senses make him a lethal adversary. The first encounter with these mutants is devastating. Benjay ambushes the Marcus brothers, and Nolt, despite his formidable strength, is gruesomely killed by the deadly illusionist. Furious and vengeful, the Marcus brothers, now down a member, press on to the Barbarois stronghold, hell-bent on vengeance. Dee also arrives at the lair, driven by his unyielding sense of duty and his own personal code. Grove, despite his fragile condition, unleashes his psychic powers, manifesting as a blinding force that tears through the enemy ranks. Meanwhile, Dee becomes ensnared in a dark void created by Benjay, where reality bends, and escape seems impossible. However, Dee's indomitable will and experience enable him to break free, shattering the illusion. The Marcus brothers avenge Nolt by slaying Benjay in a fierce confrontation that leaves them further scarred but more determined than ever. As the hunters advance, they reach a dusty, sun-beaten western town where tensions flare. Layla, ever distrustful and wary of Dee, convinces the local sheriff to arrest him. But an unexpected ally emerges, a kindly old man who remembers Dee from his childhood. The old man recounts how Dee once saved him from a vampire attack, invoking a sense of nostalgia and respect for the enigmatic dhampir. This act of kindness sways the townsfolk, allowing Dee to continue his pursuit unhindered. Meanwhile, as Mayer's carriage takes refuge from the scorching daylight, Charlotte steps out into the sunlight and encounters Dee and Layla. A brutal confrontation with Caroline ensues, forcing Dee and Layla to work together against the formidable mutant. Caroline's powers prove a challenge, but Dee's prowess and resilience prevail, though he suffers from heat syndrome, a debilitating condition that affects both dhampirs and vampires, causing them extreme weakness under prolonged exposure to sunlight. As Dee retreats to recover, Layla is left to face a revived Caroline. Fortune intervenes in the form of a sudden lightning strike that obliterates Caroline, saving Layla from certain death. She seeks shelter with Dee, and in a rare moment of vulnerability, opens up about her past, her loss, and the pain that drives her hatred. An unexpected bond forms between them, and they make a solemn pact to visit the grave of whichever one of them dies first, a pact born from mutual respect and the acknowledgement of their solitary lives. The Marcus brothers, undeterred by their losses, devise a plan to ambush Meyer's carriage on a narrow bridge. The ensuing attack is violent and chaotic. Explosions light up the night as Kyle tries to snatch Charlotte away. However, Mashira's heightened senses detect the trap, and the situation turns deadly. Kyle is mercilessly slain, and Borgoff is thrown off the bridge, surviving the fall but grievously injured and losing an eye. This clash only intensifies the grim stakes of their mission. Meyer and Charlotte finally arrive at the castle of Chathey, the foreboding domain of Countess Carmilla Elizabeth Bathory, a centuries-old vampire of legendary power and malevolence. She welcomes them with a deceptive warmth, but her true intentions soon unravel. She desires to use Charlotte's blood to revive herself fully and return to her former glory. Meyer and Charlotte had hoped to escape to the City of the Night, a mythical sanctuary for vampires in the cold reaches of space. But Carmilla's betrayal turns their dream into a nightmare. She ensnares Charlotte in an illusion, making her believe she is safe, only to bite her and drain her life essence. As Carmilla's twisted resurrection commences, her hallucinatory powers unleash a storm of psychological torment upon Dee, Layla, and Borgoff. Dee remains unfazed, his iron will keeping him focused amidst the illusions. He rescues Layla from a harrowing vision of her tragic past, but Borgoff, weakened and susceptible, succumbs to the hallucinations. He is turned into a vampire by Carmilla, a fate worse than death. Grove, in his final heroic act, sacrifices himself by embracing the vampiric Borgoff and detonating a bomb, taking them both out in a tragic but necessary end. The final showdown sees Dee face Carmilla in a battle that transcends both physical and spiritual realms. With his unmatched skills and relentless determination, Dee obliterates her spirit, while a reawakened Meyer destroys her physical body. Their combined efforts put an end to Carmilla's reign of terror. With the Countess vanquished, Dee and Meyer clash in one last intense duel. Though Dee gains the upper hand, he chooses mercy over bloodshed, recognizing the depth of Meyer and Charlotte's love, a love he can never fully comprehend or experience himself. Dee leaves the castle with Layla and takes Charlotte's ring as proof of her fate. As Meyer departs aboard the castle's ship, now their vessel to the City of the Night, Layla watches, touched by the sincerity of his love and wishing him well. Dee, ever the solitary wanderer, looks on with a sense of quiet understanding. Years later, the story comes full circle at a funeral. Layla, now an old woman, is laid to rest with a crowd gathered to honor her memory. Among the attendees is her granddaughter, who notices a lone figure in the distance. Dee. She invites him to join them, but he politely declines, his path forever separate from that of others. As he departs, Dee reflects on the irony of Layla's fear of dying alone. Her funeral is filled with those who remember and cherish her, giving him a rare sense of peace as he continues his eternal journey through the twilight of his existence. And there you have it, anime fans. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more anime reviews, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the video. Drop a comment below and let's chat. Thanks for watching Otaku Review, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned and keep watching.